Welcome in, everyone. I thought I'd do a live stream tonight. I'm not sure who else live. Um, but a lot of times when um, like I said, I'm just sitting back and relaxing. Hope everyone's having a good evening. I turned it on subscribers only for 20 minutes or longer. Oh, hello, Mrs. Cedar. Welcome in. Hello, Glenn. Welcome in to you both. I hope you're both doing well tonight. Like I said, I was just sitting back and, um, hello, Mark the Spider Guy. Welcome in. Like I said, I was just sitting back, relaxing, and lit the candles and just thought I would sit back and relax. But again, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. And shout out to Skeeter. I know Skeeter's been on a meetup with some Fishing Ray. Uh, has been on a meetup with some of his friends that he fishes with, and I think that's just absolutely awesome that he has got to do that. And Glenn, if you will, we're not dropping anyone's channel link tonight. Um, and you and Mrs. Skeeter already know that. And if anyone drops their channel link, you know what to do. Hello, early early bird special. Hey, um, but yeah, no links are to be dropped tonight. If a link is dropped, my mods know what to do. Yeah, I think he finally is in bed. Good. That's good, Mrs. Skeeter, because I know they've been out and I know who it is. I know who you are, early bird special. Um but yeah, I know they've been out and I know he has got to be extremely tired. Like I said, he's uh been on a meetup with some fishing friend, people that guys that he's fished with, and and I think it's awesome he got to go on that meetup, and I'm glad that he's finally getting some sleep. But if you noticed, I redid mods. There's some people that don't need to be mods. If you're not already connected around with each other, then you don't need to be. Uh, he was extremely tired. I know, Mrs. Skeeter. I know he had to be. Well, thank you, Mark. That's better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I'm no longer handing out mods. Um, everyone should be connected with each other by now, and if you're not, then um, I'm sorry. Basically, that's what mods given for is so everyone can connect with each other. And he is going back out tomorrow and, excuse me, then heading home noon. Well, Mrs. Skeeter, I hope he gets plenty of rest so that he can head back out tomorrow and head back home safely. But yeah, I said, I'm no longer handing out mods. Um, if you've been to my channel, um, in the past, um, I just stopped doing it. I just feel like, it's not necessary uh, um, to hand out a lot of mods to a lot of people anymore. If they're going to come and support your channel, they're going to come and support your channel without being a mod. And if they don't, you know, it is what it is. Um, but yeah, it's like I said, I decided, oh, yeah, um, I just decided that I'm going to stop handing out odds because, you have some people that want to come in. And Mrs. Skeeter and Army Mom, I slept most of the day. Oh, me, Glenn. Hello, Big Ben. Welcome in. Welcome in, Big Ben. I slept most of the day, laugh out loud. Ben's been to my channel before. I gave him a mod early on, so that's why he still has his mod. But like I said, I'm not handing out any more mods. If people want to connect with each other, they should have already been connected by now. I babysit. I babysit all day today and babysitting again tomorrow. Wow, Mrs. Skeeter. Wow. But yeah, and I'll be glad to give you an explanation as to why um, I no longer give out mods because I had mods that were coming in and they were dropping their own channel links and spamming my chat. And when a mod comes in and they drop their own channel link and promote their self and promote their shorts, then that takes viewer people that's in your live stream to view you away from your live stream into theirs and into their shorts. So, I just stopped doing that. It's just not going to happen anymore. And I hope that's understandable. If it is, it is. And, if not, I'm sorry. Lurking but listening to, laugh out loud, learning to embroidery. Well, Kelly's vlog's good. Learning to embroidery. Let's play Spider-Man. Yeah. Hello, Tiffany. Welcome in. Welcome in, Tiffany. Everyone, welcome in, Tiffany. Mm. Tiffany, I hope you're doing well. Breakfast at Tiffany's. No. I'm doing good. That's great to hear. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Like I said, I thought I would just fire up a live stream and just chit and chill and sit back with the candles burning and just enjoy, some peace and quiet. Uh, I always enjoy peace and quiet. Hmm. Oh, Tiffany says me too. Oh, yeah. But, I really didn't expect Mimi to come in tonight because it is so late. Um, but like I said, I thought I'd fire up a live stream and just say, hey, 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 hope everyone is doing good. I'm enjoying some peace and quiet right now. I'm enjoying some peace and quiet right now. I'm in the car. Okay. Mm. Well, like I said, and, you know, a fishing channel, uh, and I don't know what is up with YouTube, uh, but he dropped a comment on it today, right? And I modded him, and I was subscribed to the channel. And for some reason, YouTube me, and then unsubbed him to me, and then I modded him up from a comment that he left in a short. I always here for you, ma'am. I will try not to miss. I will try not. We won't do anything fun this holiday weekend. I'm not sure, Glenn. I don't have any plans yet. It just depends on what my family wants to do. I'll always here for you, ma'am. I will try not to miss your life. So, Mrs. Peter, that's okay if you do. I totally understand. I have a property inspection and don't like the person who does it, so I'm away from there at the moment and laugh out loud. Stopped in to say hi, everyone. Um, to say hi and help the channel. So everyone hit the like. Thank you, Granny's Corner. But yeah, like I was saying, um, I've been subscribed to this channel for a long, long time, uh, and I seen him today in another channel, and um, and I said I'm subscribed, and he said, yeah. He said, I don't know what's wrong. He said YouTube has been unsubscribing people from his channel, and so property inspector. Oh, okay, 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 Ben. Okay. But anyway, so he left me a comment on a short and modded him up, and now he's no longer a mod. So, YouTube is really messing things up. It's YouTube. Um, I have people that have been mods for a long time that are no longer mods, and then I have people, that. But anyway, it is what it is. But like I said, um, comment on a video, I immediately modded him, and now, it's not even showing him as a mod in my channel. Uh, so, like I said, it's a YouTube thing. It's got to be. But okay, Big Ben, we get your picture there about the property inspector. So uh, I don't understand YouTube at times. I don't either. Like I said, we were chatting in another fishing stream today, and um, I told him, I said, I just had to resub to you, and he said, yeah. He said YouTube has been deleting subscribers, and I'm like, what? Why? And so he dropped a comment, and I made it a standard mod, and now the standard mod has disappeared. So that's why I said, um, no one else will be modded. And I promise you this, if I catch any of my managing mods, and I know who they are, or even any of my standard mods, I just sub to you. Deleting any of my mods, I will delete you personally myself. And I mean, that's just, I will personally take it upon myself to remove your mod and to remove your managing mod. Um, but I know who my managing mods are. I'm not putting that out there. I know who my standard mods are. Hello, Wild Water. Welcome in, welcome in. Um, but the managing mods that I have, I trust. And that's why they're managing mods, is because I trust them. The standard mods, but like I said, if I ever, oh, I mean, Mom, you don't have to worry about me doing that. I never will disrespect. Oh, I know you wouldn't, Big Ben. I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't, Big Ben. Said, I don't put out who major mods are, and anymore because really, uh, my managing mods, it's really not anyone's business. Standard mods, uh, you're here, um, but yeah, I'm no longer going to issue any mods. Um, and I hope not all. Okay. Good night, all. I wish you enough. Good night, y'all. I wish you enough. Okay, good night, Kelly's vlogs. Good night. Hey, good, nice lady army mom. I do. As you say, thank you, Big Ben. Yeah, good night, Kelly. Good night. But yeah, I don't understand. Like I said, we had a discussion in a fishing channel today, and I said, I've been subscribed to you. Don't know why. And he told me, he said, for some reason, YouTube has been removing his subscribers. So he dropped me a comment in a video, I think it was. And so I gave him, a mod. And, so what's happened as to why, he's, and I told him in the live stream that I was in, that I just, a mod, you know. So, you messed up. I mean, I will have to say that because, one minute you are a mod and then the next minute you're not. So, it's and I think YouTube is having some glitches for sure. Uh, yeah, I think YouTube is going through some glitches. Um, well, we um, get the glitches worked out, and so everyone, when you mod someone, they could remain a mod. They shouldn't be taking subscribers away from these um, large fishing channels. It just shouldn't happen. And we find that that's what's happening. Oh, I'm still trying to figure out the new height button. I know, Glenn. Now, Glenn, I'll tell you what. Um, now, Skeeter dropped a video. You go to where he dropped a video. you scroll over to the hype button and you hit the hype button. But now you can only hit a hype button 3 times in 1 week. And then the next week, if someone drops video, you can do hype 3 times in 1 week. I've never seen the hype button, but see people talking about it though. Um, and what it does is when you hit the hype button, it gets their channel and their videos out into more areas. Basically all over the world, I guess, but it promotes their channels. Um, Skeeter says, "Welcome to the world of YouTube." Right? I will have to have a look at it. But now, what I do know is, um, what I do know about this, Big Ben, the hype button is only for channels that are monetized. JK's Juicy Juice, hello. It's only for YouTube channels that are monetized. Only monetized channels have the hype button. And if you're not a monetized channel, then you don't have a hype button. So, you have to be, excuse me, you have to be monetized to have the hype button. Any monetized channel drops a video, there's a hype button. You can hit the hype on their videos and it will promote their videos and it promotes their live streams. Yes, but never see the hype button, their channels. Yes, but I never see the hype button, their channels that say hit it. I would love to, but I can't find it. Hello, my bow, welcome. Excuse me, welcome in. But yeah, you have the like, dislike button, and you scroll over. Skater, maybe you can help me. The thanks, and then the hype. I think the hype button is between the thanks and something else. But I hit it on Skater's live stream. Skater dropped a video, and I went in, which I had already liked the video, and I scrolled over to the hype button, and I hit the hype button 3 times. And when I hit the hype button 3 times, that hyped his video 3 times and it was for so many points. But like I said, you can only do the hype button 3 times in a week, and that's it. Thank you for explaining. I will keep an eye out for it as I like to help animals. And if that will help, I will do it for them. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Hello, Rude Mountain. Welcome in. Hello, Chasing the Dream. And Chasing the Dream. Um, yeah, I think Fishy Ray is speaking to JK's Juicy Juice. But welcome in, Rude Mountain. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well tonight, Rude Mountain. Welcome in. But, like I said, excuse me. I don't know what it is. I've been having some allergies. Ooh. It's that time. It's that time of year. Uh, but I hope everyone understands what I was saying about, until YouTube gets their acts together, I'm just not going to excuse me, I'm not going to hand out any more mods. Hopefully everyone is um, connected around with each other. Um, mhm. Everyone should be connected around with each other by now, and until YouTube gets their act together. Um, Mrs. Skeeter. Mrs. Skeeter is always pushing me around like a loud old Glenn. I am sure I am connected with with most. It's hard to get around and be everywhere at one time. Yes, it is. Someone has to, Glenn. Someone that. Mm-mm-mm. Someone has to keep you in line, Glenn. Oh, man. Well, you know what I was saying about the mods and not being a mod. Um, some people get mad. Good thing you have the final boss. Good you. Good thing you have the final boss there, Glenn Hayes. But some people get upset when they're not a mod and they'll leave your channel. And that's no way to be because, even if you're not a mod, and I'll just put a question out there to the people that's still in my chat. Is getting angry because you're not a mod a reason to leave someone's chat? Yes or no? You don't have to be a mod to support the channel. Exactly. I am the boss of Glenn. He says what I do. Or else laugh out loud. Absolutely not. No. No. Laugh out loud. Mm. Yeah, sometimes people get upset because they're not a mod and will leave a chat. Like I said, you can support a channel without being a mod. Um, you know, and if you can't, I'm sorry. Um, there's channels that I go to. I'm not a mod in their chat. No one should ever push for a wrench and get upset when they don't get one. I'm not a mod on every channel, and I'm fine with that. Exactly, Big Ben, exactly. Um, I'm not a mod on every channel either, and I'm fine with that. And I don't go in. I He knows to mess with me or a skater too. The basement he goes with no food or water. Laugh out loud. Exactly. Exactly, Big Ben. Exactly. And something, Mrs. Skeeter, do I get a pillow? No, Glenn, you don't. And I'm going to tell you something. This is one of my pet peeves about. Well, it's not a YouTube thing because it's not YouTube that's doing it. But when people go to other people's channels and they're not a mod, and they say, I'll be a mod. I want to be a mod. Can I be a mod? I want to be a mod. Can I be a mod? Over and over and over. No. No. not at all, Glenn. Laugh out loud. I prefer to earn a wrench, not ask for it. Exactly, Big Ben, exactly. But you'll go to some YouTube channels and, you'll hear people there, uh, can I be a mod? I want to be a mod. Can I be a mod? Over and over and over. And to me, I find that being disrespectful to um, the channel owner. When you do that, you're being disrespectful. But that's just Tiffany. I'll sneak you a pillow, Glenn. Laugh out loud. Can I? Oh, Glenn, that's another one. Mm-mm. No, that's another one. They do. Beggars. Beggars can't pleasers, as they say, right? Or, right. Exactly right, Tiffany. That's another point you just made. Or get mad because they're rich, or or yes, Tiffany, or they get mad because they get their rent. Exactly, that is true, Tiffany. Oh, Mrs. I know. We must go to the same channels where they say that. Right, but Tiffany brought up a good point. You know, or they get mad because or they get mad because they get their rent taken away. Yes, yes, yes. They do all the time in mine. Oh, I know. Well, yeah, they do all the time in mine. Well, I've had some people come through tonight that wasn't mods. And if they decide to come back, that's all well and good. If they don't, because they're not a mod. Hello, Miss Marine and Army Mom. Hey, hello, Jenzilla. Welcome in. Hello, Jen. Hello, Jen. Hello. Ben, my birthday is in January, but I just sat laugh out loud. Oh my Lord. I have seen it also, Tiffany, going into people's chats, starting trouble because they're grayed out. Hello, Specs Appeal. Welcome in, welcome in. Hi, Specs. Hey, Mom. Sending my love. Oh, thank you so much, Genzilla. Sending my love to you as well. Hi, Glenn. Have an early birthday, Mrs. Skeeter. Oh, man. Mhm. But yeah, people get mad when they, you know, they come into your chat if they're, not a mod, and they'll leave if they're in great. But, well, thank you, Ben. Hey, to the other chat, hey, to the chat, our dinner duties now. Okay. But yeah, I've seen people, go in and ask to be a mod, and if they can't be a mod, they leave. And I mean, a mod is something that's earned. It's not something that's given. Good evening, Mom. Just passing through. Thought I'd drop a like and say hi. Hi, Hector. Welcome in. Welcome in. You're welcome, Mrs. Skeeter. uh, Another one is, hey, what? Oh, no. Yes, Mrs. Skeeter. There's another one. People will go in and say, hey. Another one is, hey, what happened to my wrench? Hello, Hector. Lots of mods forget they can have it taken away just as fast as they got it. Exactly, Glenn. Exactly. It's dark outside at night. Aren't you sure, Glenn? Glenn? It's it's light out here. Glenn, Miss Skeeter know the inside joke about that right there. Just the three of us. Just the three of us. I think the other day where it was, and I said, no. Somebody said, it's outside. I said, no, it's not. It's snowing. And snow and snowing so much snow I can't open my door. Mm, y'all just have to. It's the inside joke between Glenn, Mrs. Skeeter, and myself. It's so funny. But yeah, what did everyone have for dinner? Uh, and Mrs. Scooter said, and the roads are so icy, people are sliding everywhere, Mrs. Scooter. I never forgot Glenn's question about what everybody had for dinner. I don't remember now, Glenn. It got me to laughing. What did everyone have for dinner? Glenn, question. But Mrs. Skeeter did. And the roads are so icy, people are sliding everywhere. Mm. Excuse me. Like I said, I have been having some allergies. I've been taking that. I've been taking allergy. I think it's like Allegra 24-hour allergy relief, but I don't think it's helping much. But outside of it, afternoon, the grandkids get home from school after they get their homework, and I still have some flowers outside. I just had pizza. I still got rose bushes that are blooming and other flowers that are still in bloom. So that's where I'm still getting some of the allergies from. What kind of pizza did you have, Lynn? Um, I'm having McDonald's, my son brought. Hmm. Oh, Kimmy, hold on. How even dropped her. Kimmy, you're supposed to be a mod here. Hold on. Why is Kimmy not a mod? Hold on. Kimmy, I'm so sorry. Glenn, Kimmy, you should be a standard mod now. You're always a standard mod, Miss Kimmy. Um, Glenn and Mrs. Skater can both tell you that I have been having trouble with YouTube. Uh, people that are, for some reason, YouTube has been taking away my mods. And I don't understand what, yes, she has. Thank you. You know, people that's come to my chat before with standard mods, come back in and, they're not standard mods anymore. And I just don't know what is up. It's a YouTube glitch, but Miss Cammy, you should be a standard mod. Great evening, drop a like. God bless. But I hope Miss Cammy is in the chat because I gave her back her stand. And I'll tell you something else I've noticed. And I've had to basically stop doing it. I was doing like shout outs on my community page. And every time I would give someone a shout out, I was going in and they were, and everyone that I was giving a shout out was a standard mod. And I would go in, they'd say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I was going in, I'm like, why am I having to remod you? It just doesn't make sense. But I hope Cammy comes back in and realizes, that I gave her standard mod back. I don't know what is going on with YouTube. But yeah, even Mr. Skeeter knows I've been having trouble with it. But I hope Miss Cammy, excuse me. I hope Miss Cammy comes back in and sees that she's a standard mod again. Like I said, it's a YouTube glitch. And, that's why I basically stopped giving shout outs on my community page because when I did, it was removing people that I was shouting out as mods. It was removing them as standard mods. And I was having to go back in and remod them. And, like I said, Mrs. Skeeter and Glenn can vouch for that. Just go onto one of her latest shorts and leave her a comment telling her. Well, that's just it, Glenn. I was explaining earlier. I was in fishing with G-Dad today, and one of my, I've been subscribed to this fishing channel for a long time, and, and I looked and I said, I just had to resubscribe to your channel. And he said, yeah, I know for some reason YouTube has been taking away my subscribers. And so he left me a comment in in it was in, I can't remember if it was a short or video, and I went in and made him a mod again. And with him being a mod, he when I went back to the video, it didn't even show that he had commented. So, and I remember the video he commented in, and it didn't even show him as leaving a comment. And I had modded him from that comment. So, sometimes even with someone going to a video or short, it's I always say go to your shorts or latest video and leave a comment so your subscription sticks. But I'm finding sometimes that's not even working. But when Miss Cammy comes back, she'll see that she's a standard mod again. And also, I think another issue um, that can be is, some people go live every day, and I don't. And, sometimes if you go live every day, the mods will stick. And sometimes when you don't go live every day, those mods don't stick. But yes, anyone can go and leave a comment on a short or video. I'll be glad to mod them from there. But, there again, like I said, sometimes those aren't sticking. And I think there again, it might be because I don't go live every day. Um, I can't control YouTube, that's for sure. Lockup 25. Hi, Marines. Hello, the cable company. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well tonight. But like I said, I don't know what it's got to be a YouTube thing. But yeah, I mean, like I said, Glenn and Mrs. Skeeter both know that I've been having trouble. People that's been in my chat before that are standard mods come in. Um, I mean, Miss Cammy's been to my chat before as a mod, and then all of a sudden she came in and she wasn't a mod, so I don't understand it. But she's a standard mod now. Again. But I'm eating 2 burgers. I'm eating 2 burgers for lunch, Glenn. But I mean, Glenn, you've been in here before and you've seen Miss Cancer as a standard mod, so that's why I was kind of surprised when she came in. I was like, "Hi, Miss Cammy. Why is she not a mod? She's always modding my channel." So going on, I think sometimes YouTube needs to get their act together. I do know that. You really do. But cable company, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, sir. Big fan. Yes, I'm glad to be of Marines. No. Excuse me. But yeah, I know Glenn has been in here before, and so has Mrs. Skeeter. Where's Sibby? Did you still, do you still have him locked in the trunk? Laugh out loud. I don't know where they're at. I don't know where Sibby in California Dreaming's at. Yes, Army Mom has been having lots of issues with YouTube. Yes, I have, Glenn. You know, like I said, you've been in here before, Glenn, and you've seen, hi, Cindy. You've seen that, Miss Cammie's been modded before, and she came in tonight and wasn't a mod, and I had to make her a standard mod again. Um, so, I don't know what's up with that. I took away some mods, because, it's like I say, you don't have to be a mod to support a channel. Um, you just don't have to be, you know. Exactly, 100%. How you doing, Rita? I'm doing great, Cindy. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, I'm doing good, getting getting finished for work. I'm Mom, you fell asleep and left Mrs. Army Mom, you fell asleep and left Mrs. Skeeter and I alone on Skeeter's Live this morning. Glenn, I was asleep this morning. Hmm. You fell asleep and left Mrs. Skeeter alone on Skeeter's Live this morning. Yeah. but I had some things to do. The grandchildren got here this morning, and I put them on the school bus, and after they got on the school bus, I had some things to do, so I have daily things to do, so I can't, sorry about that, but your candles are nice. Oh, thank you, Big Ben, thank you. But yeah, this is what I do when I do my live streams. I sit back and I light my candles. I prop my feet up on my coffee table. Yes, they are lavender, peach, lavender, and lilac. Yeah, this is what I do. Every time I do a live stream, I just sit back and light my candles and oh no, it's all love scented candles and diffusers. Oh yes, I've got to have my scented candles. It's nice and refreshing. Yes, 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 most definitely, BPM. They are nice and refreshing. My candle smells like red rollies, and my reed diffuser is a lemongrass. It smells like fresh lemonade. Did Miss Skeeter go to bed? She might have. I know she's got to be tired. She's been babysitting. Glenn, Glenn, I didn't even watch the whole live. There you go, Glenn. Glenn, I didn't even watch the whole live. The read one is for the bedroom. I'm afraid of candles. I'm afraid of candles. Once I was really sick, went to the bathroom and laid on the couch. The next time I hear is a smoke alarm going off. The candle fell and caught the shower curtain on fire. Wait a minute. Glint. Went to the bathroom and laid on the couch. The next thing I hear is a smoke alarm going off and fell the shower curtain on fire. Well, these are in my living room on my coffee table. So, just as soon as my live stream is over, you see they're on my little coffee table here. As soon as my live stream's over, I always blow them out. I don't like them in the bathroom. Glenn, you will like the diffusers, no flames, just reed and scented oils. It smells really nice and lasts a good while. A good while as well, safer than candles. Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, as soon as my live stream's over, I'll blow out the candles and have little lids that go back up on top of them. And that's what I do. I don't have them I don't have candles in the bedroom or the bathroom. Just here in the living area, um, on the little coffee table. That's it. I use wax warmers, Glenn. Wow, good. Yeah, I've used wax warmers also. You have an amazing night. I'm off to work. Stay safe. You too, Cindy. You too. Later, chat. Stay safe. Yeah, Mrs. Skeeter, that's what I switched over to. Good. But with that being said, I don't know what time it is. It's probably getting late. I don't even know how many's still in the chat, to tell you the truth. I'm really not paying any attention. Um, like I said, I wasn't going to go live very long. I mean, I'm not monetized. I'm not interested in being monetized. I don't even know how many watch hours I have. Um, I just like to come on occasionally and just say hi to everyone and catch up on everyone's or events. So, Just checking to see how everyone's doing. Basically, that's it. Saving Grace Outdoors, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for dropping a like. Appreciate it. I do appreciate it. How you doing? I'm doing great. Saving Grace Outdoors. I'm doing great. This is what I do. I just kick back and chill and burn my candles and just relax. This is what my live streams are. Hold on just a second. Oops. Hold on. Oops, I'm sorry. Saving Grace. Saving Grace, how did your food turn out? You cooking today? I don't know, Glenn, how the food turned out. Saving Grace might have already left the chat. Saving Grace Outdoors might have already left the chat. So I can't answer that question, Glenn. I wish I could. But with that being said, Glenn, like I said, I can't answer the question as to how the food turned out. I'm sorry. Uh, I wish I could, but I can't. So, with that being said, Glenn, like I said, Glenn, I can't answer the question. I wish, hopefully, Saving Grace Outdoors will come back in and answer your question. But with that said, Mrs. Skeeter, um, if you still in chat, um, Glenn, I know you're still in the chat. With that being said, I mean, like I said, I wasn't going to make this a extremely long live stream. I may do another live stream tomorrow early. I'm not going to promise what time. Um, it may be earlier than tonight's, and if so, I'll see everyone then. And Mrs. Skeeter, if you're still in the chat, I tell you good night. Glenn, I know you're still in the chat. I want to tell you good night. And I'm going to get ready, and I think I am going to go to bed and get some rest. Mrs. Skeeter, are you still here, ma'am? Well, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. Glenn, good night. Mrs. Skeeter, good night. And again, I will try to do another live stream tomorrow. And I hope to see everyone back tomorrow. I plan on doing it early. Uh, Regardless of who's live streaming. Being said, Mrs. Skeeter, good night, my friend Glenn. Good night to you also. Everyone, have a good night.